It's another session. I want to do analysis. I want to do a simulation session. This is Mash FX underscore KE. Gold simulation session. Gold simulation session. I had this MT4 running. Let me set up everything. I'm setting up everything so that I can do a gold simulation session. Hmm. This simulation session I'm starting off at I'm continuing where I left off, and I was at 7.46%. So 7.46%. I want to work on my edge, and simulation session is one of the things that I should always work on. It's one of the things that I want to try. For the next, I'm going to simulate for the next 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. I want to see how my setup will work. So let me remove everything on this chart. I'll fast forward to the pre-London session, which is when you observe the chart, or when you observe the drop, that small bottom down there. The pre-London, when you observe the time, let me show you another thing that I'll add on the screen. Let me add something. Let me add another window capture. Yes, I've added it on top there. We are going to observe when I click next day. It should move up to, that is the Asian session. Which day is that? Saturday? Monday. So that is Monday, the Asian session. I click next. Now we are 2 hours behind the pre-London session. Now we are 2 hours now. This is the pre-London session where you can see gold. There were the previous 4 hours for the Asian session. It formed. It seems a resistance is forming. We go to there's that resistance. Price moved up, and then we have this support zone here. So we go to the 30 minutes time frame. Yes, since a high has been formed, maybe wait for a support to form. Wait for a support to form, but for now I'll wait for a setup. Right, for now we don't have a setup. Price from a high, it's retracing. Wait for a support to form a high. So that is the 30 minutes time frame. Yes, we wait for a support to form so that we can take buys, so that I can take buys, not we. Wait for a setup to form. Since price is almost near the resistance, how many pips? Almost 20. I can't take a trade near resistance. I'm going to wait for a setup to form. You can see a support has been formed. Let's see on the 1 hour what price is doing. If this 1 hour closes a weak bearish candlestick, a bullish candlestick, it didn't close, so waiting. This is a good trade for continuation of the bullish trend, but price is at this M30 resistance, and I can't take a trade at a resistance. Price is ranging. Wait for price to close out of that range, and we'll see, and I'll see what to do. Price is approaching the London Open in the next This is the last 15 minutes for that 1 hour time frame to close. 54. Yes. Okay. Price closed out of this range. Let's see how. Okay. This can be a good, if price starts breaking this high, but first this candlestick should form a bottom wicker. Yes, if it starts breaking that M15 high without breaking this low, I'm going to take a trade. Yes, this is a trade. Range close above, it closed above, but on the M15 and the 1 hour and the M30, price closed above the range. Yes, this range resistance. And on the M15 time frame, it's a trend continuation. You can see this weak bearish candlestick. If price starts breaking that high, the high that it formed on the, yes, I'm willing to take buys. Yes, let me put my stop loss below this previous M15 candlestick. That trade I took, I risked 1% of the trade. Let me open. I risked 1% of the account, anticipating that this M15 should not break this and it should continue moving up. That's another confirmation. In total for this trade, for trend continuation, I have 2 positions. This is a perfect entry for a trend continuation setup. Yes, a trend continuation setup. It seems that I'll be stopped out, huh? Yes, I've been stopped out of that trade, huh? It was a range close above. Range close above. Let me open this playbook. I have that trade I took. I want to record everything. Okay, on the 30 minutes time frame, it formed another trend continuation but setup, but I have to wait, so that if I get a chance, I'm going to give this trade a second chance. there's something that I want to I want to set here. There's something I am setting here, simulation, so that I can track all the data. Simulation. A minute. I want to add another window capture so that it needs to capture everything. I should write yes. Oh, I didn't get a I didn't see. Let me. I was setting up something previous. This is okay. I didn't get a chance to give this trade a second chance. There. There. Okay, I'm not going. Yeah, I could have given that trade a second chance there, but I didn't get a chance. Oh, I'm setting up. Setting up. Yes, at least I've set. want to see. Okay, so this is where I'm going to record the data. So on Monday I took a range cross above, entries based on range cross above. That I have my entry setups, range cross above. This is a G2 entry based on G2, but the outcome is a lost number of first chance, risked 2% of the account, process followed, entry time frame M30. This is what I'll be recording. Okay, I want to have data for the next 4 weeks. Okay, week 1, there is week 2, there is week 3, there is week 4. Okay, so week 2 I'm not taking a trade, week 3 I've not taken a trade, and week 4 I've not taken a trade. So this is a loss. Okay, let me go to the next day now. Okay, now next, so now I can forward, and I've completed the setups, the setting up. Next. I'm focusing only on the pre-London session 8. Now I've come to the markets for the pre-London session, and let's start with the 4-hour time frame. Price is still at this resistance here, and we have this support zone here. From there we go to the 1-hour time frame, where you can see there is a possible zone of support there, and we adjust this to there. So from the 4-hour time frame, you can see that from the Asian session, price has been moving bearish. Price has been moving bearish from the Asian session. So on the 30 minutes time frame, you can see there is a possible zone of support there, and we have this support zone down here. So let me delete all selected. So we have that resistance there, we have another support here, and another zone of support there. So from there we don't have a setup, a bearish setups. You can see this candlestick has been printing lower highs and lower low, and in a bearish trend you take sales from a resistance, or wait for support to form for price. You wait for price to form. So from there I'm going to forward one candlestick. So now it's 2 hours 2. We have 2 hours to, let's see the 1-hour time frame. Okay, you can see the 1-hour time frame, price is forming a trend continuation setup. But now this is a very good setup, but dropping to the M30 time frame, you can see that yes, price is at this support zone here. We go to the M15 time frame. So I'm going to wait for price to close below this support here. Yes, this price may move using this M30, this 1 hour. If price breaks this 1 hour low, price can move, but I'm not interested in it. I'm only interested with sales below here, and you can see we have a resistance there. We move to the M15 time frame. This is our resistance zone. So excuse me. I'm observing only the 30 minutes and the 1 hour time frame. I'm waiting for this M30 time frame. You can see price moved from this resistance 1, 2, also 3 to this. So let me wait for this M30 time frame to close. Price closed below. Yes, the 1 hour is still open. The M15 time frame, the previous M15 formed a lower low and a lower high, a higher low and a low. So this is a range close below the support. Yeah, price was in a bearish trend. It started ranging. For this trader, I won't take it. I won't take this sell. If it goes well and good, it's a good setup, by the way. It can go, but now I'll have to wait for at least a support to form here for me to take. Why? The 1 hour is still open, and this 1 hour can retrace and close above this support. So I'll wait for this M30 time frame to close. The 1 hour is still open. Yes, you can see the 1 hour time frame. It can pull back and close above this support. Let's see the 30 minutes. Yes, we have that support there. Now I'm adjusting my support cells based on the M15 time frame. Yeah, let me wait. Price is ranging. It's doing nothing, by the way. You can see this candlestick, the bullish candlestick, is still in the range. Let's see how the 1 hour time frame will close, which is the second. This is the second 30 minutes of the trade. I wanted to take an impulse when this M15 broke the previous M15, but the stop loss could have been too big. That's why I didn't take the trade. The stop loss could have been too big. That's why I didn't consider taking the sales. I'll wait for this M30 time frame to close. Okay, this candlestick broke the previous M30 high, so it's only observation right now. There is nothing to trade. There's no structure, both in the M15 and the M30 time frame. You can see this 1 hour candlestick broke the previous 1 hour low and high. So let's this candlestick okay, this candlestick closed not a strong bullish candlestick. So it's waiting time. Waiting time. If price starts breaking that high, I'm going to take buys. If price starts breaking that high, I'm going to take buys. This will be if price starting breaks price starts breaking this high, I'm going to take buys. That day it seems that I could not have taken any trade, because if you can see how the reasons why I didn't take, there was an entry here where I could have taken this sell after this candlestick closed, but let me see if this, see how the 1 hour candlestick is closing like an exhaustion. Let's see if this, if it closes this way. Okay, 2 hours for 4 hours for the day. Now I can't take any trade. I could have taken sales when this candlestick broke the previous, this M30 broke the previous M30 low. This was the second. This was the second M30, this one. But coming to the M15 time frame, the stop loss was too big, so I didn't take that trade. So I'll fill here. Yeah, no trade. No trade. Okay, let's go to the next day. Next. Okay. Next. You can see how price, what made price go. Was there news? Oh. Next. Next. 8 a.m. Okay, let's go to 2 hours before the London. Okay, price is ranging, so we can take from the 4-hour time frame. You can see a resistance has been formed. Let me delete selected. A resistance has been formed there, and you have that next zone there. We have the 1 hour. The 1 hour, you can see that price is ranging between that support and this resistance. So from there, you go to the 30 minutes time frame, where you can see now we are in a range. Yeah, so let's see how price plays out. Price is ranging. There's no setup to trade, so you have a resistance there, and you have a support here. This yes, there's no structure. So you can observe that there is this support here. So 1 hour to the London Open, price is still moving bearish. There is no structure to form. This could have been a good entry for trend continuation, but it was too early. This one on the 1 hour time frame. You can see a support has been formed. It's the London Open. You can see this move down was a fake out. This candlestick moved down, then it pulled back into the range and closed back into the range. But there is no structure of trading that fake out, because if price can form a resistance here and starts breaking that resistance, I can look for buys, but for now there is no setup for that. What about taking sales below? Yeah, it can be at that top wick forms. Should I take that buy? Yeah, because you can see that this was a fake out trade. We are 53 minutes. I could have taken buys here for price to for continuation. Of the trend. Price is ranging. Price is ranging. Same to that day, now trade on Wednesday. But you can see this is an entry. I missed this entry when the 4-hour candlestick opened. This is a trend continuation setup. That is a trend continuation setup. That is something I've missed and I had not observed. I have an emergency that I'll continue this session later, but not now. Let me go. There's something I want to work on. It's an emergency, but I'll come back and continue.